Here's your Storm Track 7 forecast.
Good afternoon, I'm Storm Track 7 meteorologist Joshua Franson, and a warmer day today, still dry and not humid either, but we're going to see that humidity settle in tonight into tomorrow, which sets us up for a very warm 4th of July there on Friday. Temperature is getting into the 90s with mostly sunny sky. Will be dry, perfect for being at the pool and fireworks, but it's going to be a warm one. We'll see that heat begin to fall off into the weekend, but let's break down why that heat's going to move on in across our area. But in terms of winds today, well, generally out of the southwest, not too strong. They shift a little bit out of the south tonight at about 5 to 10 miles an hour. And then once again tomorrow out of the southwest, that's pushing that heat and moisture into our area. So heading into the afternoon, we'll remain partly cloudy and dry, and then throughout the evening, partly cloudy and dry. But overnight tonight, as that moisture increases, those dew points go up, we'll begin to see some scattered showers and storms move across our area. A couple of these could be on the stronger side with some wind, some small hail, and some gusty winds. Those will continue throughout the morning hours before eventually they clear out. We get a pause, and then we'll have another batch of storms later on during the afternoon as they redevelop over that cold air those morning storms leave behind. But after those storms pass, we'll be dry, and if you're not receiving an isolated storm tomorrow, it'll pretty much be mostly sunny and dry, and it's going to be a lot warmer and a lot more humid. But here's the severe weather risks for today. This is for tonight, a level 1 out of 5 for that wind, that hail, and heavy rain. Same deal coming up on Thursday, but 4th of July, Friday, look at that. We're in the clear. It's going to be dry, but it's going to be hot. Temperatures today, though, not too bad. Getting in about the mid to upper 80s. We're definitely warming up. Humidity hasn't settled in yet. Tonight, that's when we'll see it settle in as warm temperatures are for the lows tonight. We'll be hanging out in the 60s, mainly upper 60s as those rain and storms move on through. Then tomorrow we really start to feel it. Temperatures in the upper 80s and lower 90s. These lower 90s will feel more like the mid and upper 90s. Now that's mainly because we're seeing that high pressure out west sort of have a piece of it break off and move over us. That leads to that heat building underneath us, all that moisture. We'll see it not last forever. It will begin to break down as we head into the weekend. That cools us off on Sunday. And as we kick off next week, we'll return to normal. Actually, might be just a little bit below normal. But until then, your dew points going into the lower 70s. That's going to feel pretty uncomfortable. And look at this. Your heat indices, both Thursday and Friday, will be in the upper 90s, getting very close to 100 there. I wouldn't be surprised if it was reached in some southern areas. So just make sure you're prepared for the heat as we go into the next few days here. But we will fall off as we head into the weekend. So here's your city-by-city forecast. Storm chances for tomorrow, isolated throughout the day. Then Friday, mostly sunny, perfect for the holiday, but still warm. And then as we get through the weekend, we'll see those temperatures begin to level off in the lower to mid 80s.